Sometimes you wake up in the night and you think you saw a black cat on your fence. And you wake up in the morning and saw it was a polythene bag. That is because there's an idea of what it should be.
Yeah.
So your senses always mix with your experience, the kind of materials you read, which is why you should be reading the Bible rather than any other thing. So that what comes is out of the abundance.
Yeah.
Now, all these things we see in the natural are cooked in the spiritual. That's where it all starts from. And if we do not understand, if we do not see, and just like she has said, if that gentleman went just with the natural, but because he also had,
Access.
yes, he had access to the spiritual. And I've said this a number of times here, that there is this, in my work as a scientist, there are many things that I do in my work that I've discovered this. Oh, okay, so this is the way these things work. But when you get a revelation, you will have to go and test it and say, so this is the way it is. Something you didn't work on. And so we must ensure that we have access to this spiritual, which rides on what you said earlier on about reading manuals. I'm probably a very, very guilty person about manuals. I get an equipment, I think, I should be able to work it out, and struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle. And after some time, you say, had I read this manual, I would have gone much further.
Faster.
And the whole thing about this accessing the spiritual is building up ourselves in the most holy place, because this is where this is the abundance of the heart from which our mouths are going to speak. And speak now is not just uttering words. It is what we have inside us. Now, but the overarching issue, based on what she said in the prophecy, and this idea of cognitive dissonance, is the fact that what the Spirit is saying, and that is because they are not at the same level. They are not, one leads the other. And because we are taught to follow trends, see how it's going. Okay, it's going fine. Okay, this is the pattern. But because something else is directing it, which is from the throne of grace, which is from God. And this is where this cognitive dissonance comes up. Dissonance is the opposite of resonance. Resonance means one thing is agreeing with the other. The agreement, that's what the resonance. Dissonance is you are seeing this and it's not agreeing. It is also in our mental account, in what God is telling us. We've prayed to God, let God talk to us. We talk to God, let God speak to us in return. Then we will have that capacity to be able to see the natural in resonance rather than in dissonance with the spiritual, see the intelligence in resonance with the instinctive.